Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have what I hope is going to be a really interesting and informative video, because today we are testing out a new service, new to me anyways, it's not that new, but that is Pocamarket. So what is Pocamarket, you may be asking? Some of you probably already know. I am, as always, late to the game. But for those who do not know, Pocamarket is a website. They are based in Korea, and it is a website designed specifically for buying photo cards. So it's not really like Depop or something like that where you can buy and sell, and like Instagram where you can trade and stuff like that. It's just one single seller. Pocamarket is the seller, and you just buy photo cards and they send them to you. So in that way, it's kind of similar to buying from Mercari Japan and using a proxy, but it's different in that they're cutting out that middleman. If you're using a Japanese proxy, for example, you tell, let's say Neokyo, you tell them, I want an item from this seller on Mercari Japan and this seller on Mercari Japan, and they buy things on your behalf. Then they get it shipped to their warehouse, and then they package it all up in one box and send it off to you. With Pocamarket, however, they have already bought all of the cards themselves, and so all of the cards are already at their warehouse. So you could essentially, let's say you have like 20 cards you want, you load up your collection, you buy all these cards, you can have it shipped to yourself the same day, which is kind of cool. Honestly, in my opinion, it's a really unique service in that respect. So I am super excited to try it out. The thing with Pocamarket is these photo cards are extremely cheap. We are talking anywhere from 50 cents to like $5 for a regular album photo card. They of course have like POBs and other stuff on there that is more expensive, but for regular album cards, I mean, I guess it depends on the group, but you can find cards for like 50 cents. And so it begs the question, are these photo cards legitimate photo cards? And where are they getting these cards from? And I think I have the answers to both of those questions. So take what I say with a grain of salt. I have no idea if this is true. This is just my speculation. So hopefully I don't get in any trouble for saying any of this, but I am under the impression that these photo cards are real. We're gonna open this and we're gonna see if they're real, but I'm 99% sure that they are real. But where are they getting these photo cards from, and how are they making their money? I think that they are buying like in bulk, like sets and stuff like that from Korean websites like Bujang, I think is a popular one. So I think they are getting these cards for cheap in bulk because they're obviously also located in Korea. So it's pretty easy and cheap to buy photo cards like inside of Korea. And then what they're doing, and we'll go into a tutorial on how to use their website, but they are selling all of the cards individually, and there is a processing fee. So where I think they're getting their money is they're selling these cards maybe for more than what they paid for them, and then they're also selling that processing fee on top of that. And because you can't buy sets, they're making money on getting that processing fee for every single card that you buy. That is why I think the cards are so cheap, is because they are still making money, and we are going to go into an entire cost breakdown. So I recognize that there are a lot of people who probably just want to see the haul. So I'm going to leave a timestamp for the haul. But before I do that, I wanted to do a tutorial on how to use the website, because honestly, it's like quite user friendly and really easy. So I just wanted to go through it really quickly before we get into this. Okay, so as you can see, we are on the Pocamarket website. It's just pocamarket.com for those who would like to visit the website themselves. So I'm apologizing in advance because it's really designed to be like vertical like this. So if I do it horizontal, it's just gonna mess up. So we are going to keep it vertical. So your first step would obviously be to make an account down here at my page. This is what it looks like when you open it, and then if you scroll down, it just has like new photo cards that have just dropped. And then down here is where we have the artists that are available. So you can see they are not like, it's not a super comprehensive list, but they are adding new artists quite frequently. So for the purpose of this tutorial, let's use a group I don't stan because I just want to see what their cards look like. So I'm going to use WJSN. Okay, so as you can see, once you get to the page for the group, you can, up here at the top, you can pick a member. So let's pick Yoram because I like Yoram. And so from here, you can search all of the cards that are available for Yoram. So we'll just kind of scroll through here so you can see how many cards there are. So like I said, for album cards, they're really, really cheap. So you can see these are $1 for these Neverland cards. And I don't stand WJSN, but from what I know, Yoram's a pretty like popular member. So to get like her cards for pretty cheap like this, I think that's like pretty good. So let's say I wanted to get this one, this WJ standby card. So you're just going to click on the card, and then as you can see, it does say verified authentic here. So that's them saying, yes, this is a legitimate card that came from the merchandise. And as you can see, the price is $2. So what you are going to do is click down here, buy now. And then as you can see, we have the purchase price of $2. There's also this transaction fee, which is what I was talking about at the beginning. So this makes the total of this card $3 US. So still not bad, honestly, but just so you know, there is the transaction fee. And it goes up based on the purchase price of the card. So for cards like this that are like $2, $1 and stuff like that, it's just going to be a $1 transaction fee. But anything I think maybe over like $3, it starts like adding cents and dollars to it. So just be mindful of that. Okay, so then here you can see your wallet. So you can see my balance is 10 cents. So I don't have enough money to buy the card. If you do have enough money, you just click these two boxes and then you can hit this buy and save to your collection button. But if you don't have enough money, you would just hit this for charge, click here, and this will take you to your wallet. So from here, and this is like my biggest pet peeve with this website, we'll get into this at the end of my video, but you can only select one of these amounts. You can't type in an amount. So because let's say I was only buying this card, I would just hit this $5. So you can see you've selected $5. Another way that they are making money is this charge fee. So this is completely separate from like PayPal fees or anything like that. This is their own like processing fee. So then you would click like if you want to use your debit card or PayPal, anything like that. You can see PayPal will charge you 30 cents there down at the bottom. Then you would click charge $5.70 and it would go to your PayPal and like make you log in and stuff. But I don't actually want to buy this card, so I'm not going to do that. But let's say I bought the card and I saved it to my collection. We'll just go back in here. So down here, there's a button called collection. This is where all of your cards are going to live before you ship them. So then once you have enough cards, you hit this request shipping and you would select the cards in here and then ship it. So that is my tutorial, or like how to use Pocamarket. Very, very user-friendly. I love that you can just pick a group and go through, but yes, that is Pocamarket. So we will get to the unboxing. Okay, so this is what was inside the box. So it is nice that they have it like nice and bubble wrapped. So I'm gonna get it out of this bubble wrap. Okay, so here's what it looks like. It comes in this really cute little container. So it is nice because I think it saves the cards from getting damaged. I would like them to be a little more snug in here rather than like kind of flying around, but that is okay. You get this really cute thank you card. So this is what it looks like. And then here's the back. So very cute. All right, so I'm just gonna take everything out and we're just gonna go through one by one. We're gonna see my thoughts on all of these cards. So let's go. Okay, so as you guys already saw, the first card is a little Momo card. So I had all of the cards in my cart and then I was like, I still have some money left. I still have some like room in my cart and I had really nothing else to buy. So I bought a few Twice cards just to see. Yeah, so you'll see a few Twice cards. I will go through it at the end. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but we will we'll talk about it. So here is this Momo. And then there's what the back looks like. So I know we've only gone through one card, but initial impressions, I mean, to me, it looks like a regular photo card. It does have like the, I I hope you guys can see it, the little like dots, which are a really good indication that something is real, but I mean, that people can fake that too, but I think that this is a legit photo card. So if you were worried about that, I know I've already talked about how I think they're making their money and they are legit photo cards, but if you were worried, my initial first impression is that they are real. Okay, next I have a Subin. So really exciting. So this is what this Subin card looks like. It was super, super cheap, and so I was like, may as well get it. So there's what Subin looks like. Okay, so the next card, you may be like, what the fuck? This is not for me. I'm just gonna take it out quickly from the sleeve, but this is for a friend of mine. She like could not find this card anywhere, so I was like, let me freaking check on Pocamarket because they have everything on there, and they had it, so I got it for her. And then next we have a couple of Yoon cards. So I really used Pocamarket to get Yoon cards because I feel like on Mercari Japan, her cards are really, really expensive, so it's difficult to get some of them. But here I have her So Bad, I think Make Star it is. I guess, yeah, it is Make Star. So here's what the front looks like. It's so cute. And then there is the back. Very nice. These are like kind of hard to come by, or like pobs for this era are kind of hard to come by. So I was happy to at least find that one. And then I also have another Yoon card. This is another, I don't think it's a pob. I think it's a merch card, honestly, but it's so cute. So here is what it looks like. And then look at how cute the back is. So pobs for this era, again, are like so expensive. You can find them, but they're really, really expensive. So when I saw that this was like a merch card, I was like, you know what? I literally don't care. It's just really cute and I'm just gonna get it. So there is that one. Okay, we're continuing on the Yoon trend. There's a lot of Yoon cards, so I'm just gonna probably do them all at once, but this is, I think this is an album card. This is from Stereotype, so she looks so good. And then here's what the back looks like. It's crazy to have Yoon cards. Like, I'm so excited. I've literally just started my Stacy collection and I'm almost done it, low-key. Don't tell anybody, but yes, I'm almost done it already. I just can't, I can't with myself. And then I think this one's also from Stereotype. It is. Ooh, I really, really like the back of this one. Very nice. Okay, and then next, this one's a pob and it's hollow. SOS, I can't get it out. There we go. It is a Weverse pob. So hopefully you can see the hollow. It's not like super, super hollow, but works for me. And then yeah, like you can see their Weverse shop. Cute. And then again, a Stereotype pob. We have, I think this is Apple Music. I see this pob everywhere. It's so cute and it's so cheap, so would recommend this pob. If you are all cute, you go on with Yoon. That's really cute. So I would recommend getting this one if you are in need of a pob for this era. More Yoon cards. I think this one may also be from Stereotype, maybe not. But this is another pob. Oh yeah, it is. It's from Stereotype. So the nice thing about Pocamarket is they don't sell cards that are damaged or like cards that have a lot of damage. So I find with Mercari Japan, maybe it's just because I'm not looking hard enough, but I find they're really, really bad at disclosing damage. This is a Young Love card. I think it's the jewel case card, if I recall correctly. But with Pocamarket, they don't sell cards that are damaged, so you don't have to worry about that, which is really nice because the number of times I've gotten cards from Mercari Japan and there's like a very clear scratch or it's like bent or something and it just was not disclosed on the photo or the description. It's just like, so annoying. I don't know if this is an album card or a pob. I got two cards that are like really similar. Oh, this is Everline. Ugh, I hate Everline. But anyways, I did not buy this right from Everline, so who cares? But there's what this one looks like. I really like the color on the back of this one, so very nice. And so then maybe this one is the album card. I got so many cards in this exact outfit, so I don't know like what is what, but really cute. She looks so good. Oh yeah, this is the album card. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I really like her hair this comeback. It's so cute. So there's that one. And then this one maybe is the album card. Maybe. Let's see. So here's what she looks like. Still no. I have no idea what I'm doing, you guys. Maybe this one was the album card. Oh yeah. I'm losing my mind. Please ignore me. This is Apple Music. I can't. I'm just not all there today. But then we have a pop. Okay. Like, I literally was talking about how this was an album card, and then I was like, I wonder if this one's the album card. I'm just an idiot. It's fine. She looks so cute here. I swear, this is from With Mew, by the way. I swear she has so many cards like this, like with a white like curtain here, because she has a So Bad album card that is also like this. I don't know. And there's other cards from other eras. It's just her thing, which is kind of cute actually. But I really like the back of this one, so very nice. Okay, we are moving on from Stacy now. So this card is really exciting. This is Mimi's Third Miracle Fanship Kit card. I think that was their most recent one. It was the one with the badminton racket, which to this day, I regret getting that, or not getting that, but anyways. So this was one of the famous 50-cent cards, so I bought it. Looks legit to me. It's really, really cute. So I have an empty spot to put this in my binder, so I'm excited to fill the spot, but that's why I got that. And then next, I have one of the two missing Yua cards. So this is the one. Okay, I have to admit something. This entire time, I thought this was a stuffed animal. It is a real dog. Now I feel embarrassed, but here's what the back looks like. Like this whole time I was like, yep, it's a plushie. I was like, oh, those plushie cards, they're so hard to get. This is a real dog. Like, you can't blame me though. It looks like a freaking plushie. So anyways, okay, next I have a few Unche cards. Not many though, because I cannot believe the price of Le Sserafim cards. Even on Pocamarket, they are insane. So this is from their first album? I don't actually know, to be honest. Oh, whoa, I've never seen these cards in person. I didn't realize there was like an M embossed on the back, but I can't believe it. They're so expensive. They're expensive everywhere. Like, people are selling them for crazy amounts. They're expensive on Pocamarket. They're expensive on Mercari Japan. I just don't know how people are collecting Le Sserafim. Somebody give me your secrets. But anyways, here's another one. This is from Anti-Fragile. Cute. I think this is from the Weverse album maybe, or the Compact. I honestly have no idea. But then this one is, I think, also from the Compact. I don't think I have any of her album cards in here, to be honest with you. So here's what this one looks like. Cute. This is a really cute card. This is the one that goes for the least amount of money out of all of her cards, and in my opinion it's like the cutest one. So I don't know why that is, but anyways. And then we have another one in that white outfit. So here's what this one looks like. Interesting. So there's what the back looks like. Very nice. Okay, so we're getting into my little Momo stack now. So I have a What Is Love card. Very nice. Apparently, I was seeing on Instagram the other day, they reprinted What Is Love, and the cards are not matte anymore. So apparently people are like freaking out about it, because obviously, like, if you get a card and it's glossy from What Is Love and you only have matte ones, like, people are gonna be like, you're a scammer. This is one of the pre-order cards. I needed one. Ooh, it's cute on the back. I needed one, so I figured, because she's in the same outfit here, I could put these two together on my binder. But anyways, yeah, people, why would they do that? It's really weird, but anyways. So if you get a What Is Love card and it's glossy, you're probably not being scammed, but this is a Summer Nights card. I'm really struggling for some reason with Summer Nights, so when I saw some of those cards on Pocamarket, I was like, you know what? We're just gonna get them. This is another Summer Nights card. So here's what that looks like. I would not recommend buying twice cards on Pocamarket. Like maybe some of them, like maybe the ring pop card or something like that, but it's just not worth it because twice cards go for so little money. You'll see when I do my cost breakdown, but I don't think it's worth it. So it was an interesting experiment, but I would not do it again. I'm running out of room to put the cards, so we may have to double stack. This is another, I think yes or yes. Yeah, it is yes or yes. So very nice. And then I did get 1 or 2 fancy cards. I'm so close to finishing fancy. Would you believe that it's the fucking ring pop card that I'm still missing, but I'll get it eventually. You can find it everywhere. It's just people overprice it. So there is this card, very cute. I like hadn't seen this card a lot, so I'm like happy that I actually found it on Pocamarket. So anyways, and then I have this one from Feel Special, which now that I have it, I'm like, this may be a duplicate. I think I might have double bought this one, but I guess we'll see. So there's that one. And the last Momo card is this one, also from Feel Special. I love this card. She looks so good. This is like my favorite outfit for her from Feel Special. So very excited to have this one. Okay, we are down to our final 2 cards. This card, honestly, I don't know why I bought it, but I saw it and it was 50 cents and I was like, you know what? If I can mark this off of my wish list, then people will stop offering to trade for it. So there. Oh my God. So sorry. Anyways, this is Jin's proof card from the standard edition, and it was the set of cards that all came together. So last card of the video, this is the final Map of the Soul persona card that I needed. So here he is, very cute. And then there's what the back looks like. So I was missing just this card. I had pulled or bought, sorry, it looked really weird on the side. Anyways, I had pulled or bought all of his other cards. So very excited to have this one. Yes, that is the haul portion of this video. So I wanted to go into some pros and cons, and then I will do my cost breakdown. Okay, so I'm gonna do it like pro, con, pro, con, pro, con. So the first pro, I think honestly, the website is extremely user-friendly. It's very easy to figure out what's going on. I really like the layout. I love that when you're like looking through a group, I love how big the pictures are for the photo cards. It's like not questionable what you're getting. They're all labeled really, really nicely. So if you're ordering POBs, you know exactly what store they came from and stuff like that, which I think is really, really nice. But the downside to their interface in general is just the lack of variety that they have. So they do have a lot of the major groups on there, but they just don't have like every group available to buy photo cards for. And in my opinion, they're still missing like quite a few larger groups like Dreamcatcher, that sort of thing. But even since I ordered, I've seen that they've added new groups like N-Flying, Apex, I'm not sure how you say that group's name. So it does seem like they're adding new groups as they go, which is really nice. But as of right now, there's just not a large variety of groups. And then within each group, there's like not a super comprehensive list of cards, but it does seem like they are actively working to get more variety. And then as you guys saw in my little tutorial, the transaction fee is significantly less than what you would pay for Japanese proxies. So for Japanese proxies, they're usually anywhere from 250 to 500 yen, and actually sometimes more depending on the website. And with a Pocamarket, they're typically like $1-2. So it is cheaper, but then kind of the con that goes along with that is that you can't buy sets. So I am convinced that they are buying these cards in sets and they are not selling them to us as sets. So that is a huge downside, because that means that if you are buying a lot of cards, you're paying that transaction fee every single time, which gets kind of expensive. Again, in total, and you'll see this in my cost breakdown, it's less than what you're gonna pay for a proxy, I am, when I do that breakdown, I'm going to compare the average cost of using Pocamarket versus the average cost per photocard of using a proxy, using a Japanese proxy, that is. So we are going to battle it out. We're gonna see, is Pocamarket better or is Neokyo or Sendico or any of those places better? You may be shocked at the results, I'm not gonna lie. And then another pro and con is that the pro is that the prices are really cheap. Like I said, 50 cents to $1, $2, $3 for the majority of these cards. However, you have to be very careful because some of their pricing is really, really bizarre. Like I mentioned briefly, Le Sserafim cards, like album cards, are like 12 to 15 USD. And then they're selling POBs for like over $100. Where if you go on Mercari Japan, like you can find those same cards for like 10 bucks, those POBs. So I really don't understand how they're pricing, but I think they're kind of pricing based on what they paid, to be honest, which, like, fair, I guess, but you do have to be careful and kind of know the average price of the card that you're getting before you buy it from Pocamarket, because I do know that they mark up a lot of the cards based on like what the average price is. So just keep an eye out on that. I mean, some groups are better than others, but it's just like some of the cards were crazy prices. And then also kind of on like the payment side of things, this is also a con. I know I said pro, I would go pro con, but I wanted to also mention this, is that there's no cart. So I mean, this is similar to if you're buying from a Japanese proxy, there's no cart, but it does kind of become an issue because you can't see, like, you can't add everything up and then be like, okay, I'm gonna add this amount into my wallet and make sure I have enough. So you could run into the issue where you're like guessing how much it's gonna cost and then you don't guess enough and then you have to pay all of their like processing fees twice to add more funds to your wallet. And I just wish there was an option where you could like shop around, add everything to your cart, and then just pay at once rather than having to buy each card separately. I'm like spiraling into a negative here, but I just want, like, it's all kind of connected. But the most frustrating part about the website, and this is like huge in my opinion because this could get so dicey, is that you cannot put an amount in. Like, let's say you wanted $42 worth of photo cards. You cannot put $42 in your wallet. You have to put one of their selected amounts. And so that could be really frustrating because if you're like just over one of their amounts, you have to go to the next one up, or you would have to do two separate transactions and do like a $10 and a $5 if you had like $13 worth of cards or something. And that is really, really bizarre to me. I don't understand. Well, I do understand because they want to make money. It's really weird. I don't like that you can only add certain amounts. It's so strange. So I really do hope as they gain more like notoriety in the community that they will change that, but for now it's really weird. That is my like pros and cons. Personally, I did not have a negative experience with Pocamarket. That does not mean that it's like a perfect website or anything though. And so what I would love is if anybody's watching this video who's had a bad experience with Pocamarket, I am dying to know what your experience was. And I am hoping you can share it in the comments so that other people can look through the comments and see if it's like worth it to order or not. I think like the biggest takeaway is to remember when you're ordering things, you may be paying 50 cents for the piece of paper, but you are going to end up paying probably like double or triple what that card costs you at the end of the day, because you have to pay the transaction fee every time that you put a card into your collection. And then every time you charge onto your account, you're paying Pocamarket a charge fee. Plus, you're also paying your PayPal fees. So do remember that. I didn't include that in my cost breakdown, which we'll do next, because I know it's different for every country. So it's just like difficult to estimate that. But yeah, it does end up being a lot. So what we're gonna do now is I'm going to do a voiceover and I'm gonna put how much it cost me for all of these cards on the screen, and we are going to talk about how much the cards cost, what's the transaction fee, how much was it to ship the cards, because it ended up being a lot. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm going to share with you what the average cost per card ended up being, which is why you will see it is not worth it to buy cards like twice cards from Pocamarket. Don't do it. But anyways, we will get into that. So this is my little spreadsheet, which shows all of the fees and everything broken out. So first of all, I just wanted to mention this is all in US dollars. So you can take these amounts and convert them into your own currency if you would like. Canadian friends, I'm sorry, I did not convert it into Canadian dollars just because USD is a little more universal. So let us start off with the cost of the photo cards. So in total, I paid $167 for the photo cards that you saw before. So that is just the price of the cards. So if you look at a card and it says it's $1 on that like front page and you click it, that's that cost. And then of course, when you actually go to buy it, there's that transaction fee on top of it. So I estimated my transaction fees to be about like $23 or so. Honestly, there wasn't really a good way after the fact to see like what was PC cost and what was transaction fee. So it is a bit of an estimate, but in total, like 167 plus 23, like that was the cost of the card plus transaction fee. So whether I have them all in the right buckets or not, I ended up paying that amount. Okay, so then I wanted to talk about the charge fee, because I noticed when I went back into my account to kind of do the math for all of this, I noticed that nowhere on there did it show that charge fee. Obviously, because that's not an amount that you're adding to your wallet, that's just an amount that's going to Pocamarket, but you can't track that. So I had to go in and do some math, but I paid $20 in their freaking charging fee. So before we've even shipped, we're already at like over $40 in just Pocamarket fees. So then after that, you get to the like part where you're ready to ship the cards. So you have to pay 2 fees at this point. The first is their processing fee, and now this will change based on how many cards you get. So the max you can get is 40, but if you get like, let's say 10, 20 cards, it's gonna end up being lower, like maybe $10 rather than 20. So keep that in mind. However, what does not change is the shipping cost. So honestly, in my opinion, it's just better to go with more cards because you're going to pay the same in shipping at the end. But the shipping is a flat rate depending on the country that you're from. So for Canada and the United States, it's 30 USD. They do have a list on their website of all the countries and like how much it costs. So you can find your country and figure out what it costs from there. But if I add everything up, I get a total of $260 based on about $160 of cards. So from what I've seen, basically like take whatever you've paid for the photo card and the transaction fee together and basically double that amount. And that is how much you're actually going to pay by the time the cards have gotten to you. And I did want to say one small note for my Canadians. I did ship this with FedEx. That's who they use, and I did not pay customs, so that is why there's no custom fee here. I don't know if that's standard. I've only ordered from them one time, but this time I did not have to pay customs. So if I take this total of $260 and I divide that by the number of cards that I purchased, that leaves me with an average cost per photo card of $8 US, like $8.14, but basically $8 US. So as you can see in my haul, I mentioned several times, I don't think it's worth it to buy twice cards on there because you can find those elsewhere for like $3. So groups like that, it kind of doesn't end up being worth it. But there are some cards on there where I think it would have been more expensive for me to buy them elsewhere. So it's very hit or miss, to be honest. I actually thought it was going to be more than $8. So I'm actually, despite like honestly the majority of the cost being fees and stuff, I'm actually pleasantly surprised, and I think it definitely could have been worse. So I'm not super mad at it. We are now, however, going to look at the difference if you were to use a Japanese proxy. And we're going to compare the two and see like how much that ends up being. So let's do that now. Okay, hello again. So this is my most recent order on Sendico. So that is my proxy of choice, but obviously there's many Japanese proxies, so pick whatever one you want, substitute it in for Sendico. But for my Sendico order, I will say I did order a little bit more. There was like maybe 45-ish cards in my order, I think, if I remember correctly. So it's not like the exact amount, but I think you kind of get the point. So the original cost of the photo cards on Sendico, so this is what like the Japanese sellers had them listed for on Mercari Japan, that cost was $200. I was actually blown away by the commission fee. So this is that like 500-ish yen that you get charged from those proxy services. It cost me almost $100 in those fees. Like, I had no idea. Anyways, there's that. And then I did put in the transaction fee. So this would be the equivalent of that charge fee from Pocamarket. It isn't much. It's 40 yen per time that you charge your wallet on those sites. So that's not very much, but I figured I'd put it in just for fairness. And then for Sendico, they ship with EMS, so I ended up paying $49 for my most recent package. I will preface that by saying I had a lot of albums in that package, so it did like rack up the weight a little, so that probably didn't help with the cost, but just so you know, it was $50 to ship it. And then I actually don't have this package yet. It's still in the mail, but I'm gonna assume the customs will be about $10 just because that's how much I usually get charged from Canada Post. Again, this is in US dollars, but the total ended up being $365. So again, like I mentioned, I did get a few more cards than I did in my Pocamarket haul, but actually if you divide all of those cards by 365, the average, you guys, ends up being the exact same. So honestly, I will point one thing out. This most recent Sendico haul that I did, I had a lot of single cards because I was really focusing on getting like wishlist cards, like a last card from a collection type thing. And so typically with Sendico, I'll try and buy like items in sets. But for this one, I had a lot of single cards, so that probably racked up the price a bit. You can see it's pretty similar. I mean, there's definitely more of an opportunity to get the price down per card on those Mercari Japan proxy services, but from what I can see for myself, it's pretty similar, which I actually was really surprised about. I was convinced that Pocamarket was going to be way more average cost than Sendico was, but honestly it ended up being the exact same. So that is it for my cost breakdown. I'm gonna go back to present day me. All right, you guys, so that is everything for my Pocamarket video. I really hope that this was informative. I hope that the cost breakdown was helpful. And I will leave you with, would I recommend Pocamarket and would I myself use it again? Kind of a gray area. Yes, I would recommend it because I think it's a good place to find cards, but I think it depends on you, what your collecting is like. If you have only like 1 or 2 cards left for a collection, Pocamarket is great. If you're just starting a collection though, I think like buying sets from somewhere like Mercari Japan is a lot more cost effective. So it's definitely just going to be up to the individual if Pocamarket is better for them or if like Mercari Japan is the better service. And that is not a decision I can make for you, but I would definitely consider using Pocamarket again. I had a pretty positive experience. I mean, it definitely ended up being more expensive at the end than I assumed it would be, but as you guys saw in the cost breakdown, it was literally the exact same at the end as it cost me to use Mercari Japan. So with that, I hope that this video was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.